Hey guys, it's me, Simon Comics, and today I'm doing something a little special. I am going to be doing a Heritage Auctions original art. This isn't original art, this is all recreations, but they are very nice, and some of these are actually, you are able to bid on them right now. They're up for bids now, and some of these are past sold items. But I just decided there's some really beautiful art out there, and besides comics, these are all recreations, so decided to check them out. So first up, we have a CC Beck Superman number 14 recreation cover, original art from 1979. Right now, the current bid is $1,000 with buyer premium $1,200. Pretty heavy price tag, but it's really some beautiful art. Here we have Superman and the bald eagle and um, the shield in the back. But Superman looks great. CC Beck, he was the artist on Captain Marvel, later known as Shazam. Some really nice colors and art. Now, if you're not familiar with this piece, this is also Jerry Robinson had the original cover art to this piece, and recently, well, a few years ago, sold on Comic Link. So this is a very nice piece. Again, $1,000. Just some really beautiful details if you look at the coloring. Really nice yellow highlights to show like the spotlight and the cape flowing in the wind. Just very nice. Next up, we have this Dick Sprang Detective Comics number 86 cover recreation. Original art from 1985. Now this recreation, there are two types mainly. Two types with colors. One's either just a full-on recreation, or one is a recreation without the wording, and this one is one without the wording. Beautiful colors. We have the red, the yellow back where the lettering would go. We have Batman and Robin swinging in. Just really like this. I haven't read this book. I don't own Detective Comics number 86, so I'm not sure how faithful it is to the actual cover. Right now, this is one of the recreations that you are able to bid on now, so it's $1,500 with buyer premium $1,800, and the auction ends in 8 days. Then there's the live auction. So just really nice coloring. I like the inking, the shadowing. Just nice classic art. Batman's leg does look a little funny here. I would say right here would look a little funny, but just really great expressions. And even though we can't see this guy's face right here, I love the gun and the hands. The hands is drawn beautifully. The wrist over here is kind of weird. I've always thought that the hands are the hardest part of the body to draw. They're most complex. And here we have the back. So let's see, illustration board. I drew this cover in 1944 for Detective Comics number 86, April 1944, and redrew it in this original size in June of 1984. So 40 years difference. It has beautiful handwriting. So here's the piece once again. So next we have a Joe Simon Captain America Comics number 1 cover recreation. Really nice coloring. It really recaptures. This is one that was previously sold, so you're not able to bid on this now. This has been sold already. So I'm not too sure how big this piece is actually. This is 12.5 by 17, so it's not too big. The other pieces are bigger, but I actually prefer this frame. So here we have Bucky in the lower hand corner, in the right lower corner. The thing that I don't really like is the color behind Bucky. I don't like when you could see like the brush strokes. So that's my only one nitpicky thing about this. But again, beautiful inking. We have great colors. The red, white, and blue really go together. Nice clean colors. We have the backdrop, which looks great with the U.S. Mining Works, and just really recaptures the original cover. We have great expressions and great guns. I always thought that Simon and Kirby drew great guns, smashing through Captain America face to face with Hitler. This was, of course, a huge political statement. This was before America entered the war. Joe Simon, Jack Kirby both children of Jewish immigrants, and both their fathers were actually tailors. So, what better way to make a political statement? Just great costume. Really love it. And next, I thought, why don't we show Joe Simon Captain America Comics #1 Osama bin Laden cover reprise original art. So this is a half recreation. He decided to change it up, and this was for 9/11. Joe Simon did live in New York, and Jack Kirby lived in New York before, but at this time I believe he was already in Thousand Oaks, California. And so a true comic creator, they can really take anything that's happening and turn it into the world of comics. So he said, what better way? We have this huge terror attack right now, and he thought, let's recreate it with Captain America punching Osama bin Laden instead of Hitler. And we have the Osama bin Laden guards with the mountains in the back. Just really nice recreation and a great idea. Also, we have Bucky in the right hand corner with the FDNY cap. So justice and freedom, just really great. I think this piece sold for like 9 grand, and the one before sold for about 13 grand. So really nice. Only thing I would say is that the shield shape is a little bit off. If you compare it to this shield shape, it is a little bit more curved, but still a great piece nonetheless. Again, beautiful covers with just look at the great inking job in the back with the mountains. It just really captures the mountain details. And next we have Joe Simon Captain America Comics #6 cover recreation, original art undated. So this is a great cover. This isn't my favorite Captain America Comics cover, but it is a great recreation. We have Captain America running in and punching this guy and knocking him, flipping him over. We have Bucky over here saying nice work, Cap. Only thing that occurred to me is, where is this shadow coming from right here? But again, great. We have the chain as the hangman pulled the nose Captain America struck. So if you guys don't know, the hangman was a character that Simon and Kirby did, and they did this character, and later I believe it was Archie, they also had a character called the Hangman. I think it was a superhero or a villain, but Hangman was basically the guy who would hang people, and he was about to hang Bucky, so he said, nice work, Cap. Great, we have the, I don't know what you would call that, that's like a double axe, and we have the Nazi guards running in. Just really great dynamics. Just the way the body has been thrown and is just, I don't know how you would describe that. It's all crumpled up, and it's like he's actually been hit. The facial expression with him screaming in pain, just really great. I'm not sure how much this one sold for, but this one did sell in 2012 from the Joe Simon estate. So, just really nice piece. Next, we have my favorite Captain America Comics cover is #9. And I actually have my own theory on this piece. So, you can make an offer to the owner. I would love to have it, but I don't think I can even match what they would want for it. So Captain America Comics #9, really great colors. Again, we have Captain America running in. I would say that the blue is a little bit lighter on Captain America, but he's running in through and all the explosiveness is behind him. We have the skull, another person shooting at Captain America, and this part is actually my favorite of everything. So we have an artist with his palette. He's the villain, and he's strangling Bucky, yet painting him at the same time. A great pose. Now for my theory on this, if you read Captain America, they did a special edition in the 90s. It was for to Captain America Collector's Preview, and Joe Simon showed how he recreates pieces, and he created this exact one. So this one was sold in 2016. So just a really nice piece, really great colors. Wish I could own it, but maybe one day. So just really great. And next we have a Jack Kirby Tales of Suspense #47 Iron Man cover recreation, original art from the 90s. Now, Jack Kirby passed away in 1994, so if this was in the 90s, it would mean that it would be around a few years before his passing or during his passing, which is not surprising because Kirby passed away relatively younger. I believe he was in his 70s or 80s, and even all these artists, especially from the Golden Age, they worked until they passed. Jerry Robinson, Carmine, even if they weren't doing work for comics, they were still doing work privately for themselves. So we have Tales of Suspense number 47 cover recreation. This is an early Iron Man appearance with the Melter back here. I've always kind of liked this cover. That was pretty interesting. I really like the back scenery. The only thing is it cuts off underneath the Melter's legs, which would be my one complaint. But Iron Man, this doesn't look to be inked. It just seemed to be penciled. So let's see if that says it in the Tony Stark had only Jack Kirby had. This is 13 by 21 inches. Doesn't really say if it's just pure graphite, so I was right. There is no inking. So the back, it says a Jack Kirby recreation, and that's the front piece overall. This is one that you could actually bid on right now. It's going for $1,000, $1,200 with buyer's premium, and like I said, it ends in 8 days. And the final piece for today, for this episode, is the Craig Flessel Adventure Comics number 44 recreation cover art. Original art, undated. Right now, the current bid's $500 with buyer's premium $600. Now, I do mention Sandman a lot in my videos, but this Sandman and the Sandman that I refer to is two different Sandmans. This Sandman was the previous one. The one that I always talk about is the Sandman by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby when they reinvented it, but this is the classic Sandman. So just a really nice recreation. Craig Flessel did some amazing work, and let's see. This was recreation of the 1939 cover by the original artist. So Craig Flessel did work on it. The Sandman, another thrilling episode of the Sandman. The only thing I would say is I'm not sure how this exact cover looked like, if it exactly looked like this. The only thing I would say is it's not, if the original cover did look like this, it's not my favorite because I don't really see the Adventure Comics logo. I really do like that logo. But here we have the Sandman. He's opening up a little thing in the wall, and he's holding up a paper. There's a guy sitting on the floor with a gun, seems to be knocked out, and there seems to be gas in the air. Really nice books. And this seems, I'm not sure when Craig Flessel passed, but this does seem to be a little later in his lifetime because the work doesn't seem to be as polished because I have seen some of his earlier work, but nonetheless, a great piece. Again, $500, $600 with buyer's premium, and it ends in 9 days. So we have a little thing in the corner, and it is framed. So that's actually really neat. I'm not sure what that says. It's too blurry to see, but here we go. So if we go down here, we get a better idea of the actual piece. Now that's kind of cut off, so that's a shame. And it says Adventure Comics number 44, November 1939. And I doubt that Craig Flessel did that himself. I know most artists, they didn't really care too much about the frames because I just didn't. So I doubt that this is probably not from his family. So nonetheless, again, a great piece. All the pieces today I've shown, I've really liked. Unfortunately, I cannot afford any of them. So that is the only downside to looking at these. You start dreaming of owning them. And so my favorite of today was probably, I've always really liked this Captain America number 9. The Jack Kirby piece was cool. The Craig Flessel piece was cool. I do kind of like the CC Beck. There is something about this cover that's very nice. But if you told me to choose 3 out of the 8 that I saw today, I would probably choose this Joe Simon number 1, Captain America number 9, this CC Beck, and this Dick Sprang cover. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. I'm not too sure how long this ran for, but I did enjoy making this, and I hope to make this a continuing series. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and let me know which one was your favorite. So thanks so much for watching, and have a good day.